na wa journey ya about 9 o'clock kasi baby many a beg for a woman nimu de omo bro mo ho ase atena ase na yesua de na wa ware umpuna twe na ache na charge na ayefe na ase ayede ti se de wodi asichiri agum what me say program no ese asichiri opeso abetimi de nchina tumba makode emfantumi ko machiwade ena e program a ete se mako enye se be ko weni yesua de enne topic a yede to ho e sexual fantasy afi na wa join ye ntina ye go through kakra na wa hu baby a ye do counselor wa ha ena doctor esoso wa ha omo ni made yie omo bro mo ho ase enne omo na nyame de omo adom ye a omo chirechire ye eniema a ewo sexual fantasy emu mekwa na minim ade a yefe ne fantasy but omo chire ama mahu de ama mahu me baby a me fantasy ne wo no then se me pelekina na se midi se me pelekin me fantasy ena ye lekin Ghana for obi anim se kasi de my life depend on lekin obehwe pa se ye lekin me amebo me ma midi a eja we hu say yes lekin ede doctor se obi akache counselor say counselor you are my fantasy person what you say
okay say nipa ni chire mu ebeboa you are my fantasy ni bia or any any role model say nipa ni chim when me fantasy bia me person me looking like you okay. And I say o perfume bi on yeah na me tia you know
I go crazy I go gaga
you know na say utisia wa appearance keke kwa no you know na okasa oni ebi eti say na me hu anim dua na nkasa na in fact e cheme you know on chim it's an ambiguous statement so because say oh you're my fantasy in okay. What way so your aspect of the fantasies
okay
Dr.
Waware
Mepacho you
okay Mepacho sister now the message ne ba no Waware wate mu pesado ana mu pa adwaman sa enti nkongwara ka minute ka memma na woni na me de odi bia enye won counselor
amen.
What are the difference between fantasy and a desire?
Oh, desire it's just desire can be anything. You can desire for anything. For normal sex, you can desire for a man's anything that it is normal to be done.
Okay.
It can be fantasy as well.
Okay.
But then your desire can just be the normal little things. Okay. Somebody can desire to have sex with.
Said will be said Dr. Awari.
Very good.
So you know,
yeah.
Okay. So the okasa
Obi also what is your doctor no there? Na casual.
Will be jaho.
Will be yefim.
Wow.
And you know, desire to have a doctor as a husband, to have a doctor as a boyfriend. That's just a normal desire. Okay. But fantasy sometimes you per se says you love licking, yes, but you might also have a fantasy in licking. I bet me a licking was sorry dema. So for preaching out the baby near licking. And those are the fantasies we're talking about. But normal licking is normal licking.
Okay.
But you want to do it to the highest level.
Now one can book shop. Chapel there with the other.
So baby, I chiwa. I bet me a boarding.
Okay. Na chapel there. Okay.
We want ma see we gina ho me dino. Yet me so no dino. But open wonsuo. You san near udi oba wonsuo ma bekem. First part na am
God bless never ba me na.
I want to say udi oba wonsuo bekem. It was just because na swimming pool ni ho. Na river mu na yes and in the river people fetch drink and all those things and their spirits also in
goddess no
and you know they will tell you so yeah bekem and you know ebu abeko poolside e be a golden tulip ye nyina ye dware me na me girl dware but within the water no my fantasy is to have sex in water while people are swimming around me. You know what I mean? And you wash swimming pants na ye be dwe ho na kwa no de ahye na osini so no mu dware wo nsu no say you know omu di kwa na ye di ko. That is a fantasy some men want to enter into and other women want to do it. We drum ye rally MPP cop rally go shemuna eguna nipa he no obi wa trem
okay
ya forest na ofi kantamanto besi akọ amasaman no
no mu di o
what time to aso mu dejina mu a ya fa ho nipa ni gum train ye kuchu kacha nya no so so kakaka no de bokwa mo ye nuano me miensa na muda woda mu nchai
no odi ni de
boko
be fantasy any cow.
Yes, those are the fantasies people wish to do. And then at the end of the day, who say why baby? I had a girlfriend back in the.
Can I hear
oh no, I've been telling
you.
You call baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it was South Africa. A friend of Old Mutual Height.
Okay.
It's about 44 story.
Okay.
Now left if we are when you clubs was through. Into when you workers need but almost club no man. We were in the lift and she wanted us to do it. We did it in the lift.
And what the obey?
We did it in the lift.
Okay.
And that was one of my fantasies. Say, me pese ka say bontin baby a obenya obegina wona so na obo say Satan wo bema obu wo so utimi so be mu pega no tare obo enye na ya yefo ya kese. It we did it in the lift. Before I do the 30 something
what do you
anyway left me car they could gina ho because I think say now there were some cleaners at the top. I'm say no more train. And you do on a gina and me who said I'm say nipa before. And you ja na gina me so ni mo me say na me say born bu say na me say kra no fuma.
Now who buy there?
Debbie.
Okay.
Say I don't know lift in echo and the lift is so fast. And you do that level now me who say lift na echo nyina you say kwa so say lift kwa who say echo but they do when ejina na me who say that be ejina ne de bia door ne bebie na nkofo abem and you two na me de ejina me na me so ni say ampa so one girl with a bucket and a this thing now call the next floor beginning oh see yes I to so na me sa chi no bi so
okay.
That was what I wanted to do. When I asked her, she says she has not done it before, but we did it. Well, it is sometimes, some of the fantasies are like desires, but the fantasies are things that you think that if you do, if you do, easy, sir. You understand what I mean? But when you say yeah, it's normal. So with me, you need to seek some consent, do some other homeworks before and sana. It's me to swama no way.
Okay.
So
okay. It's here for any asher for. Say obi a catcher say this his or her fantasy. Michelle men can say yin and I say a abominable thing. Talk with the person. Why? Ubia I'll be bound chamber or no becasa. Our your partner. Even though you were down from poor men din come on third person. Na fantasy no. Ebi ede ebi susu enyan by na de ede no ho asem na yeka dog obi a wo wiase bia wo fantasy
yeah
obi a
bia wo adwen bia
akra no wo crutch kra wo fantasy
yeah enya wo to na wo adwen develop na wo shase imagine kwa dia eno ano no you creating some kind of thoughts and world be ema wo ho ne ade unya yanka because ama usakwa dia na do so kwa
okay dog say obia e wo fantasy wo ba e wo bi ukunu o bi o boyfriend e wo bi o girlfriend so wo bi wo maame abrewa kra wo bi enne obi koleke na obete ne obia wo fantasy ti mesrew so obi dia rise a ment na won ka say bia wo ye evil ana say Satan be aboy ranimu no one ntina se na mon talking over that thing na se ne de no fi say ya abominable na one ne nkasa yie na mo massage no na ma meye bibia ebetimi atena ho a ebeye de mempa asem ti makofa leke me de na mpe wo de also pe bibi fufo me de leke na mpe me fantasy no nti munsusu embo mudi counselor boyfriend and a girlfriend their fantasy partner craziest.
No, it depends on the interest of the two. Say if maybe to say I love to lick. You understand what I mean? I love to lick, but I lick people who are interested in the licking.
Wow.
ade a ye me bufu time me nware ye no and so fortunate say me ya me ware no so love to be licked.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Na ade a me bufu ni say because I love to be licked. Sorry, I love to lick. Sorry for my word. I love to lick no. So wo no ba no so ani je ho a I have that interest to do it for you. Ade a me mpe wo wi ase because it's not every woman that you love to lick the person. But the wo don na ofo say wo pese ohun say e wi ase nyina ne edan na wo mu no. Na say wo ye na say obi wa ose fenfen me menye wo ye ba kakra bi those people you will not love to be with them. But if a boyfriend and a girlfriend will enjoy their fantasy, then it's a fantasy that the man has been thinking of and the woman has been thinking of as well. When the two fantasies clash, it's so enjoyable.
Wow.
Sometimes there are certain fantasies when you want to do them, when you want to implement them, you don't need a permission from anybody because oba no tiasie, bema no so tiasie. No na odwen ho so nya obeye.
Okay.
Ba no so nya obeye. Enti so munya start so mu ka asomu a, they understand each other very well.
Okay.
And only the best fantasy that you can ever have or you can ever enjoy if boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife.
And so na meko doctor son obi the message be aba particular doctor counselor. I say hi Cassie baby. In fact one funny day I say I think counselor wants to break my record. Wow. Let's hear. I did mine in a Trotsky without anybody knowing what's really going on. So also we move.
Lift him.
I was on the Trotsky mono. And
then
why no.
True.
Mama mia.
Need you didn't say me there.
Until I was think we are breaking the record. Not just no when any and I say I lick by licking. I said what you on the me and makanisa. I lick for a living. Whoa. And then I mean you know because my life depend on licking. You can share my digits backstage anyways. Yeah, the Bema counselor now mobile counselor now. I think I will breaking the record. No. Doctor, and maybe be do a fantasy ebe unhealthy.
Yeah, it depends on the particular kind of fantasy. Okay.
It's me a trim kakra.
Yes. Yesano sometimes ba nyama bia na ye wo fe but wo benyini na wo du baby na wo ben nyama bi pe na ahyase ti wani so ebia wa hyase ate ho nsem na ahyase ti wani so are you okay bi ohono mo a oye rapist baby a okopie no ana ama wonya that kind of attitude no any esu no na brabo no ohun kra bi opese oyedai orebi omo enti ebia na won so ya wosa due to fantasies nti ohun kra nketo a ena woni gi omo ho ne ade no na won se obi aye bia ma afi na ko ohaw bi mu enti woni so pepe and sometimes fantasies eniama bitimi be say no biso hono mo akeye woni gidie pa lawful emma bi anse no ba bibi etimi betwem na say enigi a wo edema ade no nim say wonu ne mechi na
Mate wase
me wo awarefo bi ana me counsel omo oba no wawo miensa but ne hu mada okay ni nyina ne say osano she had fantasies about sex se wonya ebe say uni din komo na woka se sana na wo but rape so armed robbers say bora o mufie ni ade and unfortunately no about 3 of them no munyina rape this very lady abra na onhu be mada but ba onhu be mada no wo mu ani gie ebe say but see you know ye share kasase be the for psychological adimua and sana for the first time
onya orgasm.
Yes.
Wow.
For the first time. Now a woman sa etwem kra no ni ma do kra friend is you know just say emma enije ebe fie sisa kakra ko be ma no so na ha no what you say.
Okay.
And sometimes you know circumstances etimi esisa fantasies. Etimi ma o fantasy a hu say we dey you want to accomplish or establish it you know. Etimiti weni so
Okay.
Okay. Until circumstances are bound to cause these kinds of changes in our world.
Money bit me unhealthy.
Yes.
Okay.
You wouldn't wish to have anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for fantasies. Wow. Counselor.
Mami.
Or worry ni bema. Ebe ye na adwen ana say ono ne fantasy ene say one oba wa ware nko ene beda.
Yes, I wanted to talk about that.
How?
We were what say ma omaware no. Most of them don't demand. Most of them too don't. They would love you, but they wouldn't be a burden on you, because only pa no about 2 hours okoni fie ni niema. Obi wa wa na gin say one day oyo ba mpo. We hu say niku ni no na ye no nheda ankoye onya be ma bi no gina no so a ko be pepa nti opese nku fa niku na chiwa warem eno pa na mpese mi ye na mehwe se de besi akọ na mehwe se de sitie. Obi wa kra osi so niku no nko ano ne natena. Niku ne breaking no ano ne niti. But owadwen bi say yesi die bi wo ba bi yede. Iti when you be fufuro bi di na anko bepe. Ne fantasy di nyina no every time bia no she'll be thinking about it, so you be a obema na di no. Ye obema bi wo ho no ma ono so waware. But why na dwen say opese o punish ma omo ayo ma dwen say o be fomu kunu machi. Ne be me da ne na hem nye be maketwa. Nti ono ne de ne say wo de punish wo ma omo ni nukra ma omo kunu. That is what he always think of. Nti wo your baware for no ne wo kika ne fa ho. Ade ba kwa ye opa no kofie na ho kunu kra wa hwe a wo hwe na nim biem, because obeyere opa no ne fantasies. Every time he's thinking say obenya da ku bi obenya oba bi a wonni no kra ma ne kunu bo so we your baware for dia me di no ne kra ba kire no.
Okay.
What they say? Nti those ones are there. Ena de na wo busa doctor say ebi mu ha itimi ye very ill, and I say enye akono bi mu no. Sometimes you'll be doing certain things like obifa obeyere. Ebi abehwe video bi ana abehu bibi ana abehu so obi akofo obeyere na ebi esi na fu ahye. Ebi esi o esi akokam. Akwese no. It is something you wish to do. But when hu sunsanso ni bi that say the doctor can no. It ebeti wani so.
Okay.
Ebeti wani so. Ebi ho no ma we wadwen say obi wo se oba menstruate a opese de kopa kana na yi say ko ba me obonde ko oba menstruate a oba fire no ni menses dum ne niema. So they say afi wo be hwe ebi abehwe video beti teachings bi ne hu say oba menstruate ne so ne ko ya ebi spiritually ko is not good.
Yeah.
Ebe you say no it meti wani so. You don't wish for it again.
Okay.
Me sha me hu say oba ho akono ebi na ye makono wo ba ho pa ne ne film ha. So shatade na say sleeveless na unufu ha say no enye nufu no unufu nche mu ha say no there be between umoto mu ha ba unufu ha say you sa flesh na
nti ye ni bi nde on fa ye
o da bi oba bia wo bi enye say nufu no nti na me ka say enye nufu no this side of the as a nufu no ha kakra no ja kakra ho na no se me hu say da ho a met me adu atia fia ko kantamanto
otak kana di
kana
Doctor, me fika slawati. Doctor Boame. Sexual fantasy be na ye most popular. Men ka say common, most popular. Yeah.
Fantasies no.
Yes. So obia to the masses, obia to me. Yes.
Because it is the foremost.
Di ebedi odia so no.
Yes, be a hono no on say uremu female as sex no. I mean a ma and a mema no. A total craft fantasies ni vary. Ti bi ho a memu no obenya se dodo na no omope. Kasi
Papa
a memu no dodo na no obon se ni omo adwen wo so nie. A mema so dodo na no obon se bia ni omo adwen e wo so nie. But near me about a man mostly, but most of the men here kasa, and say to Cassia Paminia, Namijinichi. Kansler,
no, can.
A member, averagely, no. Oh, but we remember 10 year, bear 9, almost on petrol. Meboa.
Ne to na ya mo ye ne den ewo mpem. Ade mu butu no.
I say and my fantasy here, Juman.
Anyways,
Or the adrenaline no afa say I didn't move do a embrace come see with so many idea. And non concrete me or ben or banana who didn't count me background sound nation. But on your bar only talk with Shia, and Yenisa.
Okay.
Let me be or back say no, I see me see. And quite new be a me be intimini koshia, mincha cry. But or for the only koshia, wait me. I take it long before he ejaculates. One day, make no. And sometimes fantasies, no. You will never be pushing it up. It may motivate you, ma. I don't know what I say. Unya in reality now, a bem.
Said the wire on say no dog. Unya told you when you man a job by any man. Okay. And then you may ask
me from my drink or yes,
okay. Because what do you want here, Juma?
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir. Day. Beso no aka. Counselor. You bet me I have sex. I'm a sex. I pleasurable. I am for fantasy and kahwana.
Well, we're talking about the fantasy in a way, but then when we talk about fantasy, no, say the kahwana no. Which of the fantasies are we talking about?
Counselor Pacho Kosumami, Facheme.
Say, if we're talking about fantasy and then adding it to sex, so we will have a fantasy is obetting that for like Unyabema obetting that for like maybe 45 minutes continuous. The fantasy is also part of the sex they are doing.
Okay.
But then unipani fantasy, no, if it fits in the sex, then it will work with the sex. So they make an sort here. Say they are no penal and ne idea kotisha euratrim no dieno and the fantasy what that arena na then it will work. But we were in the fantasy ni idea line no. Into what the blending is it doesn't go.
Okay.
And you asking say fantasies no ebi honoma common ana. Because some of the fantasies are not developed by the people themselves, but it's being heard from other people. You'll be see, Charlie, or baby, I'm with a group, Charlie licking. They're licking what? Charlie, it's you know what? She wants to explore.
Okay.
That's a fantasy. She wants to. Maybe those times, and I'm in Nebronin Tradano. Now, me say, Abro, for you, some PD power. The Bruni Pano, PDNS, and you see it. But when I dated a white girl, I realized, they have fun in sex.
Okay.
They don't like sex. They have fun in sex. They can have sex for 3 hours, but the actual sex in it will be like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they play around, you move around, you do everything. They plan for about 3, 4, 5 hours before the sex comes on. It's not me fantasy ni say minya broni ba, but at the point when I got it, it wasn't the way I wanted it. And that thing went away.
Okay.
It is said licking. Eye ma bebre favorite. No mutimi ka wabonte me ma biting kwala sisu amote. See say licking deno. It becomes their fantasy and they want to explore it. Blowjob is also part of a mema be fantasy. So baby blowjob na ho beba na oba na bitimi amene sperms no.
Okay.
Min your baby obet me a blowjob me am ho beba na oba mene sperms so baby na num say hwi ni manum no. E binye bia oba no. Eti one wo hia nyina no. He wants you to do it. Eti wo ye na say wutimi ye na say wutimi mene a. Your man bi a the blowjob ho ba o mene sperms no.
Oba na num acho.
Oba na num acho.
And now your styles need your own one. Say Bema no ni Bema soa account do. I don't know about this one pay. Because
one
yes, money nije na open.
And you complete.
What you say?
Sure.
Senka esono despite the case yen nanka onye nije film one. Ka onka so on peda. Because at the end ni dey pa na nije. Nti chesa de ne money nije. Nti ye wo positions ni bi ohono mo a on betimi ahya sesua ho ade e bia wo programming so no e bia maybe beba e bia ho ade hia betimi aba no hu sese be ma no ne be ma esoa na ewa positions bi o wa see ene ese
so yeah okay
and we are one
Okay.
Near Tosumienu, Bema, the Bema should be an answer now, only Mukeniana or Bacrobishiano. Make sure so your wet.
Okay.
As I would in a wood. Or baby or on your only problem, say, obeying orgasm, but as environment, a baby woman in your orgasm, any hope.
Okay.
Until the education about sex is very low. You can never attain to orgasm. Only mature.
Yeah.
But Ebia, some way, Sanya money in Anna, onya. Near when you say, okay, Ebia, health wise, or issue with the hormones.
Okay.
A control the orgasm and sexual stuff, then
okay.
You can tackle from that angle.
Okay. Counselor, say a money be a new more da. I just saw panicho, no bunkutoje, na usu, na was all cotton, say muya we ya brew job was and so green job was and so V job, and no a yomo fantasy ana.
And I say, that is what she takes delight in. We are Nessa, no one say, Udono. A man be who say, or dowo, say, or no dana, or no baby, now be panicho, now be crono. And no, obi okwa no kra ma ne na hobano eba yi e koso yi ema edie na obedi no eye ne de ye oba bi okra mpa woni ne ye gidigidi a wo se oba ma woni oba beda e wo se wonya adwen bi se wo beboa oba na oba na boa wo
voila
what they say se wonya sa adwen se wo beboa oba na oba na boa wa then you take your time to do things enye se wo koso ha na se de ne ba na no agya koso ha na we sa obabu anani edi obebo sutro because ebi ana opeleke na woleke no ebi osa ni bu obabu kwa ni feelings no nufum e ho no se fe obabu na no bo ho ba ko mienu a na wayi na wayi na no afio obu a na no ya the lower lip ya na ye ne de enti wo kisi no na kisi ni passionately obu a secret sig pimpim obayi sig giri wo so sa be na oh it should be something that you have passion for it oba na chewa passionately do it.
And it share the quality of the sex, Sometimes you'll be on bit me have only one round pet, but near my common.
That's right.
And on a ma a dimu ba company to me dimu. Your abranti be our Becca say, oh no, with me a call by 5 rounds.
Okay.
And I proved to him, say, oh, ye week.
Okay.
Put him call 5 rounds, oh, ye week. Me mean to me, my quabble so ye 2. Because first and second, no. Now, second, me homa. Means new obey share for the second round, me hoa bada. Me who be that. What you say? Nti me no mean to me, yes, Ejumanipo. Met me 2 hours. And to us, me homa for the second time. Nti no be a na ho adin kakra ne nyema mu no. Abrusu cry 2 rounds. Say yes satisfactory.
Okay.
It just a communication in so. Ekoso na oba no eche no se ba kokra ahyase no enhyase free baby na senior council like enjoyment no enwo mo abrofo en course rounds na ye before ye kika za ye ya adwen wo so sa no de bi o
e dwa ye num
omo sexual activity
romance
one round sorry but then enyama ewo mu no bebre
buffet
bebre ansa na shemodie na nkasa no a few minutes aba na a climax it's actually something to climax the whole stuff.
Okay.
So on the mission no enti na say yenso yesua say ye de be kan ade ho and then say beefy up communication ne oba answer we ba no means that there's a problem when it comes to communication ne ho ma no enti to da bibi ho no mo express it che okunu o so ma ha mama no bi o wa ye nim no fo fe ye de yesin be kaw bi o wa atechire ma na de fa ho nko a susu fa to anu kakra bi a ho oba no wona wonim se eba ne se ya sei na atenkanete ka ma ba ma nim ne wontimi nko no accordingly.
Okay.
Na boa ama ni je nso ewie fe me da si bebe
okay.
Futu a me de be ma ne say sex a divine act. Nyame na aye yenya no kwan paso never enije emre yensua ho ade ne yembie ya adwen mu na emum moma yemu obi for ewo ho most of the partners is issues are eba no sane ma no ne to so bi ya honidie moma yendie honiyie in sexual activities obi o pelican but obetimi ama leken afno counselor oba bi o counselor hia na leken na hwa onko ho bio ahuni bi nti ti misre both parties abibia e bi hia na ye modern say ahuni die eya ade a ye betimi observe ye beboa ama yakoso madam I say
counselor obi say opese of finding a fantasy e kwan be no be faso.
No, it depends on what he or she sees, because most of the fantasies, it's not being generated by ourselves. It's an observation. Sometimes you see some on TVs, people tell you, you can create something, but it might not be acceptable. What I say, the idea be that, and I want to create, so we create here. If you have create something that can be acceptable, but most of the time, the overdrain, if you can't want me, unya. In so fantasy nakasakra it's not getting to, it has gotten to a point that we must deal with the nyadi and sabeka that is also person romance sister koda nyadi be possible. And about say that's a fantasy, you just have to drop it and look for another thing. Madam say
Ene yesua de ene yesua de papa na yehu fantasy emfasode a ewom ene boa ebeboa ya ware ene yempnatwe nti wo a uni fantasy ana wo de wo di wo a wo hwehwe fantasy no ene kasi aginam ama counselor ene doctor actually say wo bia kwala ya wona to ho ene mpo e wo fantasy ma wo mane kwan na omo explore not in sexual side because omunya endru ho wankasa so fawuram na wudie e wo mpam enya kono nenye hwam nenye fe enye de bia na okru beba na wa ro dross na wo da ho twen no enye de bia na were beba na wo so de ntuma atwa mu na wo da ho twen we eno so den samfon so no munni mu ho e wo kwan paso mumfafa ne man hyehyem oba ni pie no obeba na dem wo hwehwam mi we na na aha senta sesen wo so ye bibi entwen ma oba nko a enye wo ba wo so entwen ma be ma nko a nkase ene yemfa we mbra munya ne ma na mompam nsem enya akono na enye hwam se de be ya wukunu wontinsi abonten na wo mehia obi foforo na wonje ni mfiri wonsem se de be ya obema bisumba na o medi woyere munti na yete ha ene empam nsem ye de besi a wo hwehwe kasi bebia eye 020 520 6111 se wo pese wo frame nko ade a 020 520 6111 Madam Abedwafo ase bebre eye counselor OPANIN KOFI ena Dr. Morris Mensa ena ne ye ne omo eye adwuma me crew members Madam ase se mu gina ho na mo hwe se program no ebeko successful mo ya de me producer mu nyina nyame enhira mo aha ena ye DC na wotwe se ne ye besan aba bless mo bye bye.